Sermon today is simply titled Juicy Fruit. Y'all know I like to have fun now. Look at the person next to you and say, you got any juicy fruit? Oh, I don't think they got any. Look at the other person and say, other neighbor. You got to say a little out, say, other neighbor. You got any juicy fruit? Awesome, awesome. Listen, guys. Now, as we read the story here in the book of Luke, we find a man who comes seeking fruit on a tree. So he's coming through the vineyard and he said, wait a minute, I'm hungry and I want something to eat, okay? And I'm going to look on this tree here that should have fruit on it because it's the season for fruit. That means that the tree should be mature enough to produce some fruit. So I'm going to go looking for fruit on this tree and I'm going to see if I can get my grub on because it should be producing fruit. And to his dismay, to his utterly belief, to his anger and frustration, where's the fruit? I see no fruit. Wait a minute now. This marks year 3, okay? I came last year looking for fruit on this tree, okay? And I found none. And I came the year before looking for fruit on this tree that's mature and should be producing fruit, and I found none. Wait a minute. 5, 10, 15, 20. Carry the 3. Drop the 1. Wait, I came the year before, and I found no fruit on the tree. It reminds me of the story. When I was in 3rd grade, okay, I knew this girl. Her name was Portia. Somebody say Portia. Now, Portia had a cool name, first of all, because I was in love with the Porsche car at that moment. I had like every Porsche model car that I could find, had them all in my room, had the remote control Porsche car. So it was like fitting. It was a match made in heaven in my eyes, man. I love Porsches. Her name is Portia. I'm in love. So as I began to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for Portia wasn't really feeling me a whole bunch. So I was like, what's the deal, Portia? I mean, I already told y'all now, when I was younger, I never had, this deep voice just came probably about a year ago. And this hair on my face, it just grew about 2 years ago. My wife can testify to that, I promise you. So I've always had that real baby looking, just always looked younger than I really was. And all the girls, I could never get a girlfriend my age because they all look for the older, mature guys. I don't know what the deal is, why they want a guy with hair on his face. That stuff's, don't look all that good. I don't know what they see in it. But anyway, she wasn't digging me. So what I did was I began to inquire, okay? I began to inquire to those who I thought knew more. So I had a guy that I considered my brother, and I began to inquire to him. I said, hey, man, how do you, how do you spit game to a girl? I need some game, give me something I can throw at her. I need her to come and gravitate to me, man. I need to woo her. I need to win her, I need her on my team, show me how to do it. I'm 3rd grade. I'm trying my best here. So he's a 5th grader. And in my eyes, he's already got a few hair chins coming out of his chin, so he's super popular. All the girls already like him. I mean, he's got this real athletic build to him. I was real small and shrimpy looking. So I thought this guy really had it down together. So he began to tell me some stuff I could do. He said, okay, this is what you do, man. This is what you do. You go buy you some flowers, right? Okay, because girls like flowers, right? They like flowers. They like, go get you some colorful ones now. Don't get you some good-looking stuff, okay? So I said, all right, I got you, flowers. All right. Then he said, all right, then what you need is some chocolate, because girls love the chocolate, man. You got to get them some chocolate. They love the chocolate. And then, man, when you do that, then she going to start liking you a whole bunch, man. Hook her up. So I said, okay, all right, good. So I'm 3rd grade, okay? I have no money. So on my way to school that morning, I took my lunch money and I bought a Snickers candy bar. Come on, somebody, Snickers. And I stuck it in my top pocket on my shirt. And as I continued to walk to the school, I said, wait a minute, I need some flowers. I looked down and saw some dandelions on the ground, and I said, what those will do? Swoop. Had my handful of dandelions and my Snickers in my pocket, and I was ready to go see Portia and woo her over. So I see Portia, and I walk out to Portia. I say, hey, Portia. How you doing? So I give Portia the flowers. I said, these are for you. And she's like, oh, thank you. And I reach into my pocket with my lunch money that I should have spent on lunch. Oh, I was so hungry that day. Pulled the Snicker out of my pocket, and I gave her this Snicker. And she took the Snicker, and she took my dandelions. And she thanked me, and she was polite about it. And she scurried on. I said, what? Stop the press. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Now, I went to my brother. I said, wait a minute now. You told me if I gave her the Snickers, you said chocolate. That's all I could afford, man. I gave her some Snickers, and I gave her my dandelions, and she didn't pay no attention to me. What up with that? I said, Doc, don't worry about it, man. That worked. It's cool. I got you. So little did I know, my brother was doing some side work because he liked Portia too. And he thought Portia was pretty hot himself. And he had a few Porsche motor control cars at home too. And Portia was a cutie. So he had an eye for Portia himself. What I failed to do is I failed to tell Portia, these are from me. And he comes up and walks up to Portia later on that day, and he says, did you like those flowers I got you? Did you like that Snickers I bought you? That's from me, girl. I'm on the side like, that was my Snickers. I picked those flowers. Those are from me. Don't listen to him. I don't care if he got shit hairs. Those are from me. Here I am torn up and devastated because Portia did not choose me after I made quite a significant investment, as I thought. I'm telling you, no, wait a minute, y'all laughing, but in the third grade, man, the Snickers are hard to come by. You know, all by yourself? Are you kidding? Let alone get to a store to buy one. Man, I thought I was the man. I thought I was doing it big. So I didn't win Portia. She ended up choosing my brother. It was so disappointing to me. And it reminds me of this man who came seeking fruit on this tree. And how he came seeking fruit and found nothing. And how disappointing he was. Do you guys understand that you are a tree? That God has called us all to bear and produce fruit, and that God has made a significant investment in giving his son, Jesus Christ, to die for the sins of the world. John 3:16 says, for he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whomsoever shall believe in him will not perish, but you will have everlasting life. And as he's made this significant investment in all of us, and he comes to this tree, as this parable talks about, and he looks around the tree and he's having a hard time believing what he's seeing because this tree should have some fruit on it by now, but it doesn't. Okay? I'm saddened to say that a lot of times in life we all are on different levels of our maturity. Now, you got different levels of maturity, okay? When you think about, maturity, you think about, okay, you got infants, all right? You got infants, okay? We got babies in here. Young lady here, she loves the word too, y'all. She be screaming and she loves the word. This baby here loves the word. She's an infant, okay? She's a baby girl. Can you lift her up a little bit for me so they can see her? Oh, can I hold her real quick? Yeah. Awesome. Come here, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. How are you, sweetie? You would like my flowers, right? Yeah. So she's an infant, okay? Infants can't do anything by themselves, really. Yes, I can. She does a lot of eating, okay? She can't cook steak, okay? She can't change her own diaper right now, right? I know. It's going to get better, though, I promise. She can't do a whole bunch by herself right now.